Hi, first graders. We've been working really hard this week on writing summaries of nonfiction texts. We've used some different worksheets to help us with this. The other day, we used this worksheet that gave us a box for the main idea, 3 supporting details, and 1 interesting fact. We also used a 3-2-1 summary worksheet to help us. But something else that we can work on is using our plan or the notes that we've taken about a text and turning it into a summary on our new clean sheet of paper, so it's all one paragraph. I'm going to show you how I do this today. I'm going to write my summary on this article that I read on Wednesday, A Super Fish. This passage was all about sharks. And I took some notes, I circled some important words, I underlined some key details, and then I was able to write down all that I learned on this worksheet here. I remember that I said this passage was mostly about how a shark's body and senses help it survive. One thing I learned is that a shark's skeleton is made of cartilage. Another interesting fact is that a shark's scales help it swim fast. A third detail is that sharks have a very good sense of smell. And finally, something I found interesting is that sharks have night vision. I learned all of that from this short article called A Super Fish, and I was able to find the main idea. I'm going to take all those notes that I have from this worksheet and write it down on my own piece of paper so it's all in my own words. I started to do this already on this piece of paper here. When you do this today, you can think about some sentence starters that can help you. You'll start by thinking about the main idea and writing that in your own words. You can start that sentence with, the main idea is, this text is mostly about, or this text teaches you all about. I chose to use the main idea is. Here's the first sentence of my summary. The main idea is how a shark survives. I remember I wrote all about that here on this worksheet. So if I don't remember what the main idea is, I can go back to my notes and remind myself. Then I need to take my 3 supporting details and put those into sentences of my own also. You can do that with some sentence starters that sound like this. One fact is, another detail is, an important fact in this text is, or something I found interesting is. You can use any one of these or more to take those supporting details and add them to your summary. I started to do this already. I said, one fact is that a shark's skeleton is made of cartilage. That was in my first box here. Another detail is that the shark's scales help them swim fast. That was my second detail in this box. Now I have to add my third detail, that sharks have a very good sense of smell. I think I'll pick a sentence starter from my list. I think I will use, let's see, what did I already use? I think I'll use another fact. I'm sort of going to combine these two and say another fact is. Another fact is, and I ran out of space, but I can go on to the back, that's okay. Another fact is, let's see, what did I write? Sharks have a very good sense of smell. Oh, that's right. Sharks have a very good sense of smell. Okay, now I have all 3 of my supporting details. Now I need to end with my interesting fact, which was that sharks have night vision. I can say something I found interesting is something I found interesting is that sharks have night vision. I thought that was so cool. I can even add how I felt about this passage at the end for a fun ending. I think sharks are so cool. It's always fun to add your opinion at the end. Look how much I wrote. I used a text that I had already read. I used this sheet to help me, and I wrote so much about what I learned. I included the main idea. I included 3 supporting details. I included something I found interesting. And I did that all by thinking about what I read in that one short passage. Your job today is to write your own summary of a text of your choosing. You can use one that you've already read, you can use a new one, or even a book that you've read. And if you want, you can use one of those worksheets like this or the 3-2-1 summary to help you. You don't have to use one of these worksheets, but they can be really helpful when planning out what you're going to write. Have fun, first grade.